Everything is new again, walking with a permagrin, head so high. I'm back with you and all is right. Shaking on the apple tree, ticking off the honeybees, watch them fly. It's just like we never said goodbye.
Almost there. Come on, I can make it. I can make it. I can make it. Yes! Good. So, first off, I'd like to say, hey guys, what's up? It's NihonTiger. Welcome back to NihonTiger on NeoCraft. And this is the beginnings, still the beginnings of my mine shaft. It's all the way down. So we are at, let's see, 107. So that goes all the way down to 31. So it's 76 blocks down that I've dug so far. And the ladders go almost all the way down. I think it's short on one side. I may have to fix that later, but it's close enough for most of these ladders go all the way down to that. So 31 is a little bit high for the mines. I think I want to try and go down about another 15 blocks, and then we'll start digging them out. But that's something I'm going to do off camera because it's fairly boring, fairly mundane stuff. So today I thought maybe we could work a little bit more on the tower. Let's come on outside. And I had an interesting little thing to talk about. So I thought let's go get some resources while we head on up and... Wait, what's that? I didn't do that. Did not do that. Somebody set this on fire? The heck? I think it looks like it got blown up. Wait. Dorsit amet consec editor adipsing illit. What does that mean? You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and... Is there something down here? Oh, it's a chest. There's a chest here too. It's here. It's nothing but building materials. And oh, what does this say? Those who do not read their history are doomed to repeat it. X70Z 278. Oh boy. Uh-oh. I have a feeling this is our friend again. I'm still kind of in construction mode. I was kind of digging out all day, not all day yesterday, but for like a couple hours today, just figuring things out. And looks like somebody has paid us a visit and wants us to go to X70Z 278. Now, there's positive or negative coordinates, because we're at 1470, 370. You know, I think we're just gonna have to go back to spawn. It sounds like it's pretty close to where my house is. I'll have to take a look and see what that sign said in a minute. So why don't I go do that while we head back to spawn, and we'll be back in 1 second. Alright, so we're here in Spawn Town, and I took a look at what that sign said. It's actually just filler text, really. It's from the Lorem Ipsum. For those of you doing that Lorem Ipsum, kind of filler text thing that some people will use. It's like the first couple lines of that. So I thought it was like some kind of interesting. Oh, 278. That's positive. So 278. It's this way. So 70, 278. Is it in Fuchs? Is this who it is? Is this you? Is this what? See, I thought 70, 270, negative 70, 278. Enchanted freebies. Did he? Is this? This is all dirt. Now, this is Fuchs' place. This is his Magical, mystical wonderland. I don't know where that leads to. Clearly, this is a mystery that requires solving. Let's see, doing a reader history or doomed to repeat it. So 70, disease 278, so this is correct. This looks like it goes somewhere. I don't know where. I'm gonna go upstairs and see if there's anything upstairs first before I jump down there. So nothing in there. And then I don't know if he advertised it. If he's just advertising books and quills. Now see, I have had this idea in the back of my head. Mr. Fuchs is the one responsible for sending me on that journey, the Swamp Giant Chronicles. So these are all, he made copies of these, I think. Yeah, I think this is him. Yeah, I think let's check the coordinates. I think we have our mastermind behind the journey. I think it was indeed Mr. Fuchs who was the one responsible for all of that, as I began to think. I want to see what's down here, because this looks wee. Okay, so let's see what's down here. I like poking around. Oh, GAF Central, follow the path. So he's got kind of an underground cave system. Oh, and wait, no, I know where this is. This is, aren't these the old stairs that used to go up to the is this the old stair system for the caves? I remember digging these out at some point. They were very crude, I remember that. So I know we had the caves that we way back when we started in Spawn Town. We were exploring things and have Central follow the path. Oh, may as well follow the path. That's fancy enough, right? Ooh, this is nice. What's down here? Anything down here? Nope. Nope, just cave. So, pretty sure, since you said he wanted a copy of them, pretty sure that theater, pink line. Oh, this is kind of like a whole underground city to spawn. Welcome to GAF Central Underground. Oh, this is new. Fuchs Shop, the Mines. Full service visit the cafe, South Wing. This is all kind of new and fancy. This is all new construction that people have been doing. And I haven't really gotten to see much of this lately. So racetrack, pink line, station. Pink line that way. And this is, that's a train line. And, oh, that's nice. So this is kind of where the racetrack is. And then this is Philia's place. She's building a replica of one of Frank Lloyd Wright's houses. I can't remember what the name of it is. It's not Falling Water. It's a different one. But she's doing a replica of it right outside Spawn here, which is coming along quite nicely. I think it looks pretty cool. And then that's Crispy's giant place over there. It puts mine to shame. And obviously GAF Central. There's so many good builders on this server. You know, everyone talks about me having won that contest, but so many other good builders on this server. It's really hard for me to sit here and say, oh, I'm so great, you know, compared to some of the things that other people built. So, yeah, I think we're going to head back and actually get to work on some stuff. So, 1 second. Okay, so we're back, and this area right here, is going to be our brewery room, and this is going to be obviously the bedroom area. So what I want to do here is I really actually want to replicate what I did in my very first tower. So let's go ahead and grab that. And that was to make a kind of a skull pattern here on the floor. So I'm going to have to do this a little differently because of the way that the stairs are set up. And I have to think about how I want to orient this. So I may want to do it. Let's see. First, let's get the shape going that we want to get. So let's see here if we can figure this out. So this is kind of a middle block here. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Maybe we want to make this one higher. Yeah, one higher. So punch all that out. Punch it out. Punch it good. And then this will kind of come down here. 1, get that torch. 2, 3, 4. That's kind of skull shaped. Actually, I want this to be bigger because I want that. I actually want the skull to kind of have a bit more area to it. So let's see. Let's do spruce on the flooring. Go. So let's do that. Oh, nope. Nope, 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 nope. So kind of make those the teeth of the skull. So like that. And then this has got to be maybe a little bit bigger. Keep expanding the size of this thing. It's going to be huge by the time I'm done. Okay, so this kind of goes like that. And then across, and then jump across. Jump it, jump it, jump. So the stairs are going to kind of play a role here. Actually, that could work. This could work. Just kind of do that, and then 1, 2, and then that's 1. I think we're gonna make the floor out of oak just to make it a little bit better to work with. 2, 2, 3. That's a pretty decent skull shape. So let's figure out how we want to do the eyes. So we could probably say that the eyes are not going to be across this part right here. So we can fill that in. Maybe we could even make this kind of one more up, one more up, one more up. Why not? Keep changing this. So that would mean that is actually I suppose that would have to be a different type of block. So there we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that is kind of our base to start with. And there we go. Put those in there. So I'm actually making this this pattern is going to be probably the most difficult part because I want to make sure that the eyes are spaced properly, that they're not, because that's going to be too close together right there. So the eyes are almost going to have to be kind of right there. I'm getting some weird lag. That's weird. Just some weird lag. So if I do it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, would that be sufficient enough? I hope so, because I don't really want to have to figure this out all night. But yeah, I kind of want this to be like that. And let's go down here. Let's take a look, because you're going to be able to see the pattern from below too. Part of the reason why I'm using full blocks instead of half slabs. Oh yeah, that's you know what? Maybe we can even do this. Would that make it look too weird if I did that? Because I'm kind of worried that it's gonna look like tentacles. Oh no, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. That will work just fine. And then actually what I might do is I might actually half slab over the top here of the ceiling, and then I can have that be a different color if I want to have it be a different color, you know. I don't have to have the skull be the roof of my study. That would kind of be a little bit disturbing, wouldn't it? But I do want to talk about something I've been doing lately. That's been watching the World Cup. So for those of you who don't know, it's the event that happens every 4 years that FIFA puts together, and this year it's in Brazil. And I've kind of been following some of the news about how everything's been going with just construction, I guess, and things in general on how preparations have been going for the FIFA World Cup in Brazil, and had not been going so well for quite some time. I mean, projects were well behind. There were a lot of things that they were super far behind on, and it looks like that they didn't quite get everything done, but at least it looks like so far, and fingers crossed on this, that everything that's kind of perhaps important to get done got done. So, you know, there's no half, you know, there are stadiums that are quite finished, but it's not like they're playing in front of a stadium that has only, you know, it's supposed to be a 50,000 seat stadium and they only could fit 10,000 people in there because they couldn't build any stands or anything like that. But I've been kind of, I'm out of slab. That's why I have these oak slabs here, so I can do that. Haha, knew this would come in handy. But I have been kind of following the progress of how things have been going with just the infrastructure upgrades, which unfortunately it looks like, you know, it's one of the big things that's always good about these big events like Olympics and World Cups is usually you get a lot of infrastructure upgrades, but it looks like, unfortunately, a lot of those are not quite done. And what's worrisome is that they're also behind, the Brazilians are also behind on schedule for the Olympics, which is in 2 years. The Summer Olympics are going to be in Rio in 2 years. And it looks like that they're behind on that as well. So, you know, there's been talk about them moving the Olympics to London or somewhere else that's kind of already got the infrastructure for it. Specifically London, because they had the Olympics there just 2 years ago for the Summer Games. But yeah, so far, I guess, you know, there's been some not so good things happening in Brazil. The police have been, I guess, a little rough on people who have been. That's probably a big understatement. I'm sorry if that's a huge understatement, but yeah, it seems like some brewing stands. There we go. Seems like I think I need 19 of them, so that's 17 right there. But yeah, it seems like for the most part that the things that are, you know, traditional kind of big event, I guess you could say, the way they do things with the big events, like a lot of the small stuff is getting swept under the rug and not really noticed too much, even though it's still kind of problematic and there's still issues with you know, things not being done and infrastructure not being there that should be there. But they're kind of sweeping that all under the rug, and people are not paying so much attention to it because of the fact that there's actually games being played, and they kind of care more about the games than whatever's going on in the city. So that's kind of sad, but, you know, as much as I would sit here and complain about it, I don't think I can single-handedly... Okay, so I'm too short. Yeah, I had 19, that's right. So I made 17, but here we go. I don't think, unfortunately, one guy with a YouTube channel talking about all this stuff's going to make much of a big difference at the moment. But I have been watching the games, and I have been in slightly different news. I have been watching the games and have been paying attention. Obviously, the U.S. game, the day versus Ghana, was a heck of a game. US did what they do best, which is try to kill me with the way they've been playing. I mean, come on, guys. You can't do that. You cannot let up a goal that late into the game. They got lucky. They got very lucky that John Brooks was able to get that, and even more lucky that Zusi, or Graham Zusi plays for, if I remember right, he plays for Sporting, doesn't he? I think he plays for Sporting Kansas City. He's in MLS, but he was a substitute as well as Brooks, who plays in Germany, and they both came on. Zusi got the corner kick, and he just nailed it. He nailed it perfectly. That was a beautiful corner kick, and Brooks was there and headed it in, and the U.S. won the game 2-1. Finally beat Ghana for the first time in forever. I think it's been something like 31 years. And that includes outside of the World Cup. They played a couple games in different tournaments, and Ghana's won all of those. So let me go ahead and do that. But yeah, they finally got that taken care of, and now they are playing Portugal on Sunday, and I don't know how that's going to go. I'm a little bit worried about that because Ronaldo is there. Cristiano Ronaldo, for those of you who don't follow soccer, he's one of the best players in the world. He plays for the Portuguese team. He also plays for Real. He plays for Real Madrid, and one of the best players in the world. He's fantastic when he's healthy, and that's the big thing going into the game, is that Ronaldo is playing hurt. His doctor has said, look, you got to sit out because if you get hurt anymore, it might be the end of your career. And Ronaldo has pretty much told him, screw it. I know that when I can play, and I am ready to play and to win the World Cup or blah, 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 Typical bravado from a soccer player who doesn't want to sit out and miss the World Cup and get to get to represent his country. And I can understand that. I can definitely, as a sports fan, I could definitely understand wanting to represent your country. But at the same time, you have to sit there and think that La Liga, the Spanish Premier League, and Real Madrid, and the Portuguese national team, and just about everybody in the entire country of Portugal is sitting there with kind of bated breath, hoping that, oh my God, I hope he doesn't, blow out his knee and some catastrophic injury in the middle of the match against the U.S. or whoever they end up playing. If they get to, let's say they get to, the knockout rounds, they end up playing somebody, if they're playing like Russia or something, that he doesn't get hurt during that, or he doesn't get hurt during the game against Ghana that they have coming up, because they already played Germany, and Germany wiped the ground with them. So this looks nice. I like the brewing stands. I want to figure out something to go in here. I almost think I should put like a hold on here. I think I got an idea. I think I have an idea on what I can do, because I almost want to put like another water thing down here. You know how I have down there in my study, I have the little water feature that kind of leaks through the floor, so I have to do something about that. But here I can actually use this as like an infinite water source, and then this would be kind of my infinite water source for my for all of my potion stuff. And then when I put the half slabs on the bottom of these blocks right here, that would block that, and it wouldn't have a drippy animation going through it. So that's a good possibility of what I can do right there. Let me go ahead and do I have... Oh yeah, I do have my crafting table already on my hotbar. Okay. Let me go ahead and try that out. So we'll just put 1, 2 across here, and I'll do it. And now I need to get my buckets. Buckets are downstairs. Oh, by the way, this is all going to be storage for potion stuff. I can even expand it up one more if I want to. But, yeah, Ronaldo, if I were him, if it were me, as much as it would suck to sit out the rest of the World Cup with the injury that he has, it's a knee injury. It's kind of like a strain, I think. It's not like it's a tear that could get bad, but it could tear. I think that's the big concern that the doctors and everybody has, is that he could get hurt really badly, and that could be the it. You know, that could be it for him. That could be the it. I meant to say that could be the end, but you know, you got tongue-tied. So, yeah, I mean, it really, you know, you have to think that the sensible thing to do, as much pride as you would have playing for your country, you know, a sensible thing to do would be sit it out, you know, maybe sit it out against the U.S. and see if you can't, a little bit of lag there, you know, see if you can't get back in time to play Ghana in a couple days. Make sure that your knee's all right. Make sure that your health is first and foremost, because in the world of soccer, as soon as you're not playing anymore, it's like really like any professional sporting thing. As soon as you're not playing anymore, you're kind of, you know, you lose a lot of your star power. And he's at a point where I think he could take a little bit of time off, take a month or two off, and you know, he'd be all right. He'd be ready to go for club soccer next year, and you know, be ready to go for the Olympics in 2 years if you wanted to. And really, to be honest with you, I know a lot of people said that Portugal is kind of one of the teams to look out for in the World Cup, but I don't think looking at the way they've been playing, looking at the fact that Germany basically blew them out 4-0, I just don't think that this is going to be their World Cup. I think they are not going to make it, you know, to the finals even. I think they probably will make it. They might make it to the knockout round depending on what happens against the U.S. If they lose to the U.S., they're done. Simple as that. If they lose to the U.S., they're done. If they tie them, they got a shot because they got Ghana, and the U.S. has to play Germany next, and Germany is going to be advancing no matter what. The Germans look really good, but U.S. is kind of in a situation where they have to win. They have to win something, be it this game against Portugal or the game against Germany. Somehow they beat Germany in the past, but I don't know if they can beat this German team. This German team looks really good. So, you know, we'll see on that. We'll see on how the U.S. does. We'll see on what Portugal does. We'll see what happens with Ronaldo. Brazil, the host country. You know, obviously Brazil is one of the great football powers. They have the most World Cups. They have basically dominated soccer for a very long time, and they're not playing so well. They did not play kind of to expectation against Croatia, and then Mexico, holy crap, Mexico. Mexican team tied Brazil 0-0. Their goalie, Ochoa, dude's awesome. The dude had a great game and basically pretty much single-handedly saved the Mexican team from having like a 2 or 3 goal loss, because there were a lot of tough saves he had to make. And likewise, the Mexican team kind of threw away a couple opportunities, especially late in the game, to score a goal that would have given them the win. Have to say that I don't think Brazil is going to win the World Cup this year. I don't think that's going to happen. If you ask me who I think will win, you know, I would have said the Netherlands earlier today before the game they had against Australia, which they nearly lost as well. Not Spain. Spain's already been eliminated, so Spain is gone. England? No, never. I think I am going to stick with the Netherlands as being the team that I think will win the World Cup this year. So let me make sure that I got everything replanted here. Good, yeah. So yeah, I think the Netherlands are going to be the team that wins it all. And actually, you know what? No, I'm going to change my mind. Germany. I thought about that, and I thought about just, the game against Australia today, and the way the Germans have been playing so far in the World Cup. It's only been one game. Mind you, it's only been one game, but they've been playing very well. Been playing very, I guess, very German would be a good word. Very precise. Very good with the ball and attacking, and just all around play. The German team is looking very good. They are a very highly ranked team. I think they're in the top 3. I think in the world. I think Netherlands is 2. But yeah, both those teams. I don't know. I don't have the knockout round. No, not that. I don't have the knockout rounds chart with me, so I don't know. No, I'll put more paintings up here, but I want them to be nice paintings. No, it's too small. Maybe like a 2x2 or 3x3 painting. No. Paintings, something like that, but like higher up, maybe. Maybe I can do something over here. Like, there we go. That's fancy. And then we could put, that looks fine, that looks fine. Where do I want to put their painting? Like right here? That's the same painting, no. There we go. Let's put a little bit of color on the wall. But, yeah, I think in the long and short of it, that Germany is probably the favorite to win it all right now. Rightfully so. There's a beautiful goal today in the Australia game, by the way. Guy got the ball on a volley and just shot it straight. Didn't even hit the ground. Just went right off his left foot. He just banked it right off his left foot over the Dutch goalie's head. It was gorgeous goal. Gorgeous goal. Did I grab that meat? Nope. I want to grab this meat instead, though. Where's my cool? 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. But yeah, the World Cup's been good so far. Issues outside of the actual soccer notwithstanding, it's been pretty good. There's been, obviously, as I mentioned, there's been some issues with Brazilian police being a little aggressive, to say the least. And yeah, I should go grab that stuff that's in that chest. I think that's... I don't know. It's not mine. It's probably Fuchs stuff. He probably wants it back. So, but yeah, it's been fairly entertaining. There's only really been one bad, boring game so far. Iran versus Nigeria was a 0-0 tie in which neither team did anything of value. Yeah, it's dripping. So if we put some slabs underneath that, that will stop that. But it's been all good so far. I will probably update you in a future episode about how the World Cup is going for the US and how much I'm enjoying it. But for now, I think that's a good topic for discussion because the other topic I was going to talk about, I kind of got sidetracked. And let's start moving all this stuff up into the storage up there. We could do that, right? Right. Or actually, it would be better if I moved it into my actual storage. So I'm going to do that. And I will sign off for right now. So we have, I believe, solved the great mystery of both who built that and who sent me on the Mentrian's Refuge quest. We have gotten our brewing stand room done, and next time we will work on the bedroom for the final floor inside of my lovely castle keep. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching. And as I always like to say, good luck, good mining, have fun, and I will see you guys next time here on the good old NeoCraft server. So, postscript on the video. This chest here, I looked in here. There were things. I did not pick up things. There are the things. Let us read the things because they actually are what we were supposed to read and not the Swamp Giant Chronicles. It was the Legends of Gaffland. Ahem. Notes on the Arcanian legends. As an outsider to Gaffland, somebody did not type correctly, until I arrived this past winter, I admit I was struck by the variety of myth legends found here. There's the legend of the Swamp Giant, stories of the days before the venerated orange and gray glyph appeared in Spawn Town, or comical stories of the folly of man and starving of visitors to this land. Yet the legends of the Arcanians hold my interest most acutely. Some believe that the days after the first kingdoms of man fell, there arose a powerful people who developed technology, or magic, to bend the environment to their will. These Arcanians were a people apart from the rest of man and were elevated to godlike status by the virtue of their power. Those that found favor with the Arcanians might be bestowed with similar powers. These were called Mada, or followers. The Mada were charged... oh god, I'm getting this. For those of you who don't know, Ark is our server owner, and Mada sounds like moderate, like mod or moderator. So, cute. The Mada were charged with enforcing peace and justice throughout the realms. I'm just thinking about this, it's so silly, but I like it. Banded together as an army of raiders that roamed across the land. Many tales exist for what happened to the Arcanians and the Mada. The most audacious hold that they still live among us in secret. Some people hold to Arcanian tenets, the peoples of Archaeodo especially. Less spiritually, tales often circle a fabled arks full of Arcanian treasures, and these have inspired many ill-fated expeditions. I wonder if that's a reference to the old Manifest Destiny, the old world. Wonder if we'll go there. Residency's Journal 1. I am leaving this journal here as I hope it marks the start of a great adventure worth recording. Oh, cute. Really? Everyone knows the stories of ancient civilizations and buried treasures. As a child, those stories thrilled me. As an adult, I pretended that they did not. That they were legends for the young and gullible. But now, I have come into possession of an interesting artifact with strange markings I could not understand, but suspect to be from an ancient people, those who left the abandoned structures and strongholds across this land. I have sent rubbings of the fragment's inscriptions to two learned peoples of antiquities, Ravenwood, the librarian of Lord Dry's estate, and Belloc, an archaeologist of Archaeodo. I hope one of these men might be able to assist me. So, there we go. That means that next episode, we have a new adventure. And I will probably recap this at the start of episode 102. But we are leaving behind the Spawn Library and heading out to Dry's estate and Archaeodo, which is going to be fun because Archaeodo takes like about 20 minutes to get somewhere. So, it's going to be fun. But anyways, for reals this time, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time here on the NeoCraft server with our fancy new adventure!